Good morning, everyone, and it is great to be in Sobro for another milestone ribbon-cutting ceremony. I want to recognize some of the elected officials with us here today. We have my good friend, Senator Thelma Harper. Thelma, it's always great to see you. Representative Jason Powell, Councilman and State Representative Bo Mitchell, Council Lady Karen Johnson, Council Lady Devette Blaylock, Councilmember Buddy Blaker, Council Lady Karen Bennett, and Erica Gilmore, whose district we're in. Thank you all for being with us. When we opened the Music City Center across the street on May 1st, I said, we're not just opening the doors of a new downtown convention center, we're opening a new world of opportunity for Nashville's hospitality and tourism industry. After all, that is why we built the building. It was an investment in ourselves, and this investment will pay dividends for many, many years to come. I want to reiterate the point as we open doors to another key element of our convention center campus today. Standing here with Governor Bill Haslam, Omni Hotel executives, and key leaders in our hospitality industry, we are celebrating more than just a new building or a new downtown hotel. We're celebrating a new phase in the growth of Nashville's #2 private employer, which is the very reason we undertook this project, to create jobs and to grow our local economy. The construction of this hotel in the Music City Center created thousands of jobs at a time they were greatly needed. And I want to applaud the Omni team in not just meeting the 20% goal we set for small, minority, and women-owned business participation in the construction of this hotel, but far exceeding that goal by more than double, in fact. In addition to having over 40% DBE participation, the Omni team went even further with its commitment to spending construction dollars with local businesses. 50% of the total construction budget was spent locally. Now that the doors are open on this building and we're ready to open it to the public, more than 650 individuals are employed here. That's 650 new jobs in the most dynamic part of our downtown. In 2010, when we first announced that Omni would be constructing this hotel, we said it would create at least 300 permanent jobs, with at least 200 of those Davidson County residents holding those jobs. Of the 650 jobs that have been created, over 450 have been filled by Davidson County residents. The job creation from this project is worth celebrating alone. But when you stop and think about the economic impact of this entire convention center campus, which is only magnified by the hotel's integration into the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. When we did a feasibility study for the Music City Center in 2010, our consultants projected that spending generated by a new downtown convention center would create 1,500 new hospitality sector jobs. Well, there's one thing we know about our consultants' numbers. They were extremely conservative. Already, the tourism-related revenues that are paying for the Music City Center have come in more than $20 million ahead of our consultants' projections. With the opening of the Omni Nashville Hotel, we expect that trend to continue. And so we have good reason to believe that the overall impact of this one-of-a-kind convention center campus one-of-a-kind convention center campus will have on the continued growth of tourism in our city will be beyond what anyone predicted. I believe in 10 or 20 years from now, Nashvillians will look back at our decision to make this critical investment as a turning point, a catalyst for taking one of our largest industries to a whole new level. And just like we look back at the investments made before us and the work we have done to build upon them, our city will know an even bigger, even better hospitality industry and an even better, more vibrant downtown because of the investments we've made. Along those lines, I want to say a special word of thanks to Bob Rowling for recognizing the potential of Nashville in choosing to make this major investment here. While the city was happy to partner with you and your team, it was your decision to make a $268 million private investment in Nashville, in the depths of the recession, no less, that made this headquarters hotel for the Music City Center a reality. And as Bob mentioned, the hotel arrangement came after we began construction on the Music City Center. And if you ever heard that phrase, the weight of the world on your shoulders, I recall vividly meeting with Bob in the conference room in my office and working through the final agreement about Omni going forward. And I can tell you that when I left that meeting, I truly understand what having the weight of the world removed from your shoulders felt like. It was a great day. So Bob, thank you for your confidence in us and your foresight to see the potential that we saw in Nashville as a unique tourist destination. Since the Music City Center opened in just the months of July and August, we have already hosted 68 events with a total of 40,000 attendees and an economic impact of $21 million. In the months and years ahead, those numbers are only going to get better. So thank you again to Omni, to Butch's team at the Convention and Visitors Corporation, to Marty Dickens and the other members of the authority, and to Charles Stark and his team. Many people have been part of making our new downtown convention campus an early success. But before I close, I want you to take a mental walk with me, starting at the Country Music Hall of Fame in the museum, one of our country's great cultural institutions. After touring the museum, you will be able to walk directly into the Omni Hotel without ever leaving the building. You cross Fifth Avenue and you can attend a convention at the Music City Center. From there, you head to Bridgestone Arena, which is undergoing its own transformation as a result of these new projects, and will one day, perhaps starting on Thursday, will be on the course to host the Stanley Cup playoff. Take a right on Broadway and you'll hear music pouring from the row of honky-tonks, which form one of the nation's most unique entertainment districts. And Gaylord Entertainment's investments in the famed Ryman Auditorium and 2nd Avenue's Wild Horse Saloon have created that incredible energy that makes our downtown so special. And then you add in the Symphony Center and the Frisk Museum. Then, in the not-too-distant future, you'll be able to cross into the Gulch on a pedestrian bridge, landscaped to feel like a park space of its own. You'll be able to shop or have dinner in the Gulch. Consider that whole experience, and I know I'm biased here, but I guarantee we have the most special, the most unique, the most compelling convention center experience in the country. With the opening of the Omni, Hotel today, this mental walkthrough is finally becoming a reality, and it's only going to get better. So thank you all for joining us today, and now it's my honor to welcome my friend and the top leader on economic development in our state, Governor Bill Haslam, to share his